Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
This is Ray Butch Gamboa for Business and Leisure, the weekly business and lifestyle TV and online magazine that centers on the latest significant business developments and lifestyle trends. Joining me this week as our co-host, please welcome our sunshine girl, Day Monsayak, with the latest trends in leisure. Day?
Thanks, Butch. I'm so glad to be back once again here on Business and Leisure and hope you guys feel the same too. This week, we've got brand new features coming your way, so sit back and relax wherever you are right now. Here's a sneak peek of what I have in store for tonight. And first, of course, is Lifestyle Chronicles. That is followed by our Places segment and finally a sports shoot. Hold on a little bit tight there as we come back again after we talk some business first with none other than our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Back to you, Butch.
Thanks, Day. We'll see you back in a short while. This is Business and Leisure, your window to the world of business and guide to the good life.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure. We now have some of the latest significant business developments on BizWatch, our business section. For our lead issue this week, the country's energy sector will get a big boost when the agreement with 4 South Korean energy firms is firmed up. The Department of Energy is expecting up to $4 billion worth of capital from these South Korean firms. Our business reporter Heidi Santos has a story.
4 South Korean companies, SK Engineering and Construction, CENC Company Limited, BKS Energy Industry Limited, and SK E&S have expressed interest in investing in the Philippine energy sector. These firms have submitted their letters of intent to President Duterte during the Philippine President's visit to South Korea. Of these 4 companies, SK Engineering and Construction hopes to clinch the $2.0 billion engineering, procurement, and construction contract of a coal-fired power project in Quezon Province. Many believe that this is actually the long-delayed Atimonan coal-fired project of the power generation arm of Meralco. At the moment, this particular project is suffering delays in regulatory approvals on the power supply agreement underwritten for its electricity generation. However, Energy Secretary Alfonso G. Cusi is bent on bestowing certification of energy project of national significance on this multi-billion-dollar power project. This is because of a Swiss challenge precondition to its power supply deal. Meanwhile, South Korea's CENC company's propounded wind farm project scale of investment is pegged at $255 million, and BKS Energy Industries' investment for a planned solar venture is pegged at $500 million. Another South Korean firm will be involved in the development of liquefied natural gas import terminal for $1.6 billion. The total cost of this terminal may reach $2.0 billion or more for 5.0 million tons per annum capacity, so there may be a league of investors involved here.
These projects will indeed help us in our capacity buildup, with more Korean companies expected to join the 4 firms earlier mentioned. This could mean a very robust Philippine energy sector indeed. Meanwhile, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources is expected to release the new mining order. This administrative order will essentially limit the area where mining companies can operate. Here's our BizWatch correspondent Andre Cole with the details.
Environment Undersecretary Annalisa Arte hopes to release the Department Administrative Order on Progressive Rehabilitation before the end of June. Under this order, if a miner is producing 1 million metric tons or less, the company can only operate within 50 hectares of their mine sites. Those producing 1 to 3 million metric tons can operate within 60 hectares of their tenements, while those producing 3 to 5 million metric tons can only operate within 70 hectares of their contract areas. As soon as Environment Secretary Roy Cimatu signs the administrative order, it will take effect immediately. Mining companies as early as now are already doing their preparatory work, as this mining order is expected to entail major changes in their operations. Chamber of Mines Executive Director Ronald Residoro, for his part, said that the country's miners are now ready to comply with the new order. Under the existing laws, the mining companies are only required to implement their final mine rehabilitation or decommissioning plan at least 5 years before the end of their mineral agreements, which normally have a term of 25 years. According to Environment Undersecretary Jonas Leones, the mining companies are required to rehabilitate, and the new order is just requiring them to adjust it. The DANR is also expected to increase the rehabilitation funds required of miners.
This rehabilitation fund is intended to be used for physical and social rehabilitation of areas and communities affected by mining activities, and for research on the social, technical, and preventive aspects of rehabilitation. At this juncture, we will have to take a short break. Stay with us because we will be back shortly with more interesting and relevant business issues.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure's BizWatch as we continue with more interesting business issues for you. The defunct Overseas Filipino Bank has already been taken over by the Land Bank of the Philippines. Now the Department of Finance is planning to partially privatize this bank. Heidi Santos has the story.
Finance Secretary Carlos G. Dominguez was quoted as saying that the Overseas Filipino Bank, otherwise known as the OFB, needs to develop its digital banking system if it is to keep abreast of the rapid technological advances. This will also clear the way for the bank's partial privatization in the future. For this task, the DOF is asking the assistance of a sister company of World Bank, the International Finance Corporation or IFC, to help set up a digital banking system for OFB. Secretary Dominguez said that OFB needs to adapt to the new technologies if it is expected to operate as a digital bank. The International Finance Corporation at present is already involved in such types of interventions for other countries. The Overseas Filipino Bank, for its part, has already expanded its coverage to include all overseas-based Filipinos. Secretary Dominguez said that with a digital banking system adopted by OFB, there will be less state interference, with the Land Bank of the Philippines having less than 50% control over this new subsidiary, OFB.
In order to partially privatize the OFB, it will have to be a digital bank. And to do this, we will need the funds and the technical expertise to pull this through. And now for our fourth and final business issue for this week. Because of the high cost of domestic sugar and an unstable supply of this commodity, our local producers of confectionery items are complaining. They now want to be allowed to import sugar. Andre Ko has the details.
The Philippine Confectionery Biscuits and Snack Association, which has a membership of 18 producers of confectionery products, has just written to Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon M. Lopez. The group is complaining that domestic sugar now costs 200% more than sugar produced outside the Philippines. The association president, Mr. Kissinger C., said that on the average, sugar constitutes about 60% of each confectionery product. Because of this, price distortion in sugar is very significant to the confectionery producers. According to the association, domestic sugar price has shot up to 2,790 pesos per 50 kilogram bag. In contrast, imported sugar's landed cost is only 1,300 pesos per 50 kilo bag. On top of this price distortion, the supply of domestic sugar is also not very reliable. The Confectioners Association is also asking the government to allow their association members to import sugar for now. However, the long-term solution, they said, is to allow everybody to bring in sugar to assure a stable supply and enhance free competition and a level playing field. Since President Duterte allowed all traders to import rice, the association is now hoping that this will also be the case for sugar, but with certain conditions. 1. The importation by the association members should meet only their manufacturing requirements. 2. The association members will not be allowed to sell or trade imported sugar to the domestic market. And 3. The importation will only be a one-time basis for this calendar year.
The conditions cited by the association president seem rational, although the confectioners group are not expecting to receive the same magnitude of support that the government gives to the domestic sugar industry. They are nevertheless hoping for some support from the government for their sector. And on that note, we end this week's BizWatch. We hope you'll join us again next week for more relevant and informative business issues. Business and Leisure continues after another short break with an interesting feature on Strictly Business. Please stay with us.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure, and you're still on our business section. And what we have next is our feature on our Strictly Business segment. And preps and would-be entrepreneurs, we're here again with a new and interesting business that our featured couple, the Casimiros, are heavily into. Their products are creative and original, as you will soon see. Stick with us here on Business and Leisure's Strictly Business.
Mylene Casimiro is half of the Casimiro couple who pioneered these interesting and beautiful pieces. Mylene, who graduated from the University of Santo Tomas with a degree in behavioral science, always thought she would end up in the corporate world. She did try it out for 2 years but decided to go into business with her then boyfriend, now husband, to try the entrepreneurial route.
We started with, it's called MKJC Glass Art. I don't know if you remember a few years back, Regalong Pambahay would have those colored bottles na chimes or vases, colored vases with a wire on their necks. Kami yun. We were supplying stores like Shopwise, Rustan's, all the high-end stores. So that I think took about 5-7 years, and then after which we moved to doing beaded flip-flops. Kami nagpauso ng beaded flip-flops. So we were again supplying stores. Eventually, what happened was, alam mo naman ng Pinoy, because we were using the poor housewives of Pasig. So what happened was, when they somehow learned how to do it, they started making it on their own. So kahit gusto namin to, para siyang cooperative, gusto mong tulungan, pero sila rin ang nagbagsak sa amin. So we stopped that. What my husband did, kasi he's Chinese eh. So he said, okay, you wanna get out of this business? Bagsak mo yung presyo mo, magkano yung normal? 250 o gawin mo 150 clearance sale. So we were able to sell and close that in one day. Ubos ang 10,000 pieces in one go, in one bazaar. And then change business. Kailangan kasi sa negosyo mabilis yung takbo ng utak mo.
Mylene says that their strength is in their creativity. Her husband graduated with a degree in business management, but like Mylene, he is also very creative. They then went into the accessories business and named their brand Patika, which is the first word that their firstborn uttered at the age of 1.
Later, we learned from an Ilonggo couple, it's called Do You Believe? So that stuck with us, that name.
Since it is a very unique word, it helps for the name recall, a must for new brands.
So we do semi-precious stones with wireworks, glass, wood, even aluminum sheets, pinupukpok, yung ganon, para kakaiba. And then later on, we ventured into home, which is how this was born, the serving spoons embellished in glass. So yun, kasi nga particular ako sa eating setup. So, kailangan may placemat. I'm that We started doing the serving spoons with beading on them. Syempre, madaming trial and error until we got it right. Even if you notice, even the wires that we put on them, it's not just to hold the stone, may arte. If you look into the stones one by one.
It was natural for them to venture into semi-precious stones because they have already been working with glass beads. All of these materials are imported because they are not available here at home.
It was my husband who said that. He was the first person that did the wiring on the sandok. And then, when I saw it, parang grade 1. Parang project ng grade 1. I think I can do a better job. Sabi ko, would you want me to do it? So, I tried several times. Nakuha ko. Sabi ko, ang ganda, pwede. So, we used it lang for a couple of weeks. So, and then I said, oh, okay. Kasi, pati yung wire niya, hindi nagdi-discolor. Hindi natatanggal yung wire, yung mga glass beads. Tapos, kayang hugasan. Regular hand washing, pwede.
At first, it was only the two of them doing the painstaking work. Eventually, they had to hire workers, but it wasn't easy teaching them the skills. These workers now get paid by piece, which Mylene finds more efficient.
So, ginagawa ko na lang sa kanya pag training, per day na lang, kasi nakakaawa di ba? So, after a while, natuto, within 2-3 weeks of every day na ganon, natuto. So, ginawa na namin silang per piece. So ngayon, pabilisan. Diba? Para they earn more as they make more. Hindi na lang siya nakapako sa per day.
Mylene is highly dependent on bazaars and this is how she started.
Kasi kami talaga, ang ano talaga namin, lifeline namin talaga sa business namin, bazaars. So, regularly, we're at Legazpi Market. We're also at the American Women's Club of the Philippines Bazaar. That's once a month at the SMX. So yon, yung AWCP na yon usually 80% foreigners yon. So, and then the Legazpi Market, yun naman yung Filipino crowd, pero taga Makati kasi sila So they have the power to buy.
She remembers joining the St. James Summer Bazaar with their first product, the cake slicer. At the end of their first day, they sold 30 or 40 of these cake slicers. A good beginning for them. From there, they decide to complete the line with more products.
Kaya namin na kumpleto yung line. Kasi all the suggestions of the customers, we also listen. We may not do it right away, pero it's in the back of our heads na, sige, let's develop a salad fork and spoon, and then teaspoons, pang coffee, ganun. Slowly. Tapos hanggang nabuo na nga yung complete line niya through the years. Our market is actually A and Bs. Ang unang naka-appreciate niyan, to be honest, are the foreigners. Sila yung unang naka-appreciate niyan. Hindi Pinoy, hindi Filipino, sad to say. It was the foreigners that first purchased all the items. After a while, I think when they do dinners or parties, nakikita na nung mga Pinoy. Siyempre, they invite Filipino couples or ganyan for their party. Nakikita sa buffet table or sa dining table. Somehow naging aspirational siya. Something to get for yourself. Kasi, social siya, may ganito siya, I should have also. So that's when, parang it took a couple of months for it to pick up sa Filipino market. So, I saw this in a party. It was really nice on the table, on the buffet table. I'd like to have some. So that's how it started.
These handmade items are now very popular not only for home, but also as gifts.
I would always say, kasi ang bestseller namin yung cake slicer, I would always tell them, buy the cake slicer kasi kahit isa lang, you can get away with it. And it comes with a pouch bag kasi, so you don't have to wrap them. Yung sticker mo na lang ng yung Christmas tag mo, that's it, yun na yun.
Mylene admits that they have been eyeing the very prestigious Manila Fame, but even joining this trade fair is too expensive for them.
May friend ako who told me to join this group, parang export group siya. Puro exporter kami, maliliit lang. Tapos you get a certain subsidy coming from the government. So I joined that group, so I got a little subsidy.
This was in October last year. By April of the following year, they are able to receive some subsidy from the government and got to display their products in the main hall.
It's a gate for foreign buyers to see what the Philippine has to offer. Kasi parang best of the best yung ando dun sa main hall eh. So yun, so we were able to get some inquiries from, meron pa nga Netherlands, Austria, tapos Hong Kong, China meron din. Pero syempre medyo iffy kami dun. Anyway, so we got inquiries. April lang naman yon. So we're still communicating through email so far. Pero ang na-close namin na deal doon, local pa rin. Now we're supplying a showroom in Makati.
It is not very common to see husband and wife working closely and effectively in a common business pursuit. But Mylene says this works well for them. Mylene is in charge of production and sales, so whenever there is a bazaar, she has to be physically present. Her husband, who is the techie in the family, is in charge of their website and handles emails and collection. They continue to expand their lines.
Spread the line to chimes. But using forks and spoons din. Ang galingan namin dun sa wiring. So parang perfect. But what we used was the cover of the kaserola, yung enamel. So that's what we use. We do the mugs pero enamel. Yung, I don't know if you remember the metal glass that your lola used to use when you were young. Yun, yung white and blue. Yun, so inaartehan namin. So chimes na siya. We do hangers. A hanger, tapos may chimes. Pero fork and spoon yung.
From their simple products like their bottle chimes and beaded flip-flops, Patika has morphed into other product lines. The owners have wisely moved on and never got stuck in one place.
Akala rin namin, kasi parang there's a lifetime for every business, I know that. In fact, yung sa glass nga namin, hindi masyado nagtagal because the economy went down and not so many people are buying vases and candle holders. So we stopped that. Yung sumunod naman na negosyo namin, di ba, nagaya naman kami. This one is, I think, the longest that we've had kasi mahirap siya gayahin. Di ba, talagang, yung craftsmanship. You may look at it as parang andaling gayahin, but when you do it actually, it's not really easy. We've encountered a couple of copycats along the way, pero parang so far they've never lasted.
They have loyal clients, which is proof of their excellent craftsmanship. Here they show how much meticulous work goes into their products.
Each bead, no, tinatalib, hand wrap yan. And then we tighten it at the back.
So parang screw mo lang yan na ganun?
Yes. So kami, ginagawa namin yan before we even bring it out in the market.
May QC.
We have to check. We have to make sure that everything is tight. Okay. How do we guarantee our work? Correct? Ito, lifetime guarantee.
They now have dessert forks, even oyster forks, and dessert spoons.
If you notice, even the ice cream spoon is a real ice cream spoon. So it's different from a regular spoon. Ito yung flat. That's an ice cream spoon.
Perhaps it is also because they have never stopped learning. According to Mylene, she learned the ropes of going into business from her husband.
Yung mga sales pitch, lahat yun natutunan ko sa husband ko eh. Kasi sabi lang niya, watch and learn. Anyway, kahit magkamali ka dyan sa customer mo na yun, in all probability, you'll never see them again. So, I practice. So, nung natuto na ako, now he doesn't do sales anymore nga eh. Ako na lang yun talaga eh.
And like all businesses, there are always challenges to meet, the biggest of which is your running capital.
Pero kasi what we do, pag may bazaar, for example, set aside a certain amount for your production para tuloy-tuloy ka pa din.
They now have 2 workers and 2 sales girls who are employed all year round. They can easily get seasonal workers during peak periods. And what is their advice to other entrepreneurs?
I know a lot of people from the bazaars that have been doing exactly the same thing from the 70s to now. Of course, they're old already, they're old vendors. We call them the pioneers. But I also noticed their products have not changed. Isipin mo, from 1972 to now. Kaya namamatay kasi they don't develop new items. So, yun ang isa-suggest ko. If you're getting into a business, make sure you develop some items in such a way that you involve through the time Now you still have your bread and butter na items. Pero don't forget to develop pa rin on the side. Product dev is very important.
This is an indefatigable couple who thrives on their creativity and their hard work. They even paint together and sell their paintings at the Salcedo market alongside their serving spoons and forks. If you want to check out their unique products, here's how.
Please follow us at IG. It's called Patika Beads. We also do Facebook page. Follow us there. Again, Patika page. We're available at American Women's Club of the Philippines, which is going to be held on June 18 at the SMX. And then we're regularly at Legazpi Market. Come see us.
That's the Patika brand with its beautifully handcrafted serving spoons and forks. Our feature this week on Business and Leisure's Strictly Business segment. The leisure portion of Business and Leisure is coming up next with our co-host Sunshine Girl, Damon Sayak, dishing out the latest lifestyle trend. Please stay with us.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Welcome back to BNL, and it's now time for our lifestyle section, as we call on our co-host this week, Day Monsayak.
Thanks, Butch. Hi, guys. Yes, it's my turn now to take the spotlight as we start with the lifestyle section of our show. Well, let's get the show started with the trendiest on Lifestyle Chronicles.
Together with the celebration of its 40th year in the Philippines, the British Council opened the doors of its new Learning Hub last May at the Curve Bonifacio Global City. The Learning Hub is a center for learning English and preparing for English tests, particularly the International English Language Testing System, or popularly known as IELTS.
The Learning Hub, we're very excited about our new Learning Hub. It's really a space that we want to be as an inclusive, welcoming space to bring together people, young Filipinos in all the areas where we work here in the Philippines. And I think particularly we want it to be a place where test takers for IELTS can come and prepare, can get advice, and we can use the resources here in the centre to help them prepare for the test, to help them achieve their objectives.
IELTS stands for the International English Language Testing System. It's globally recognized in 10,000 organizations, and it is a requirement for people that will go to a destination that's English speaking in general. So whether you're going abroad to study, to work, or to live there, IELTS can make that happen, and it's a requirement to make it happen.
Yearly, tens and thousands take IELTS to fulfill requirements for employment, study, or migration to English-speaking countries like the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, United States, and Ireland. Through the Learning Hub, IELTS test takers can avail of high quality and reliable services to help them prepare for their tests and achieve their best possible scores in the IELTS.
Well, to all those that are planning to take the IELTS, congratulations, because you are preparing for the world. IELTS is a globally recognized examination, and whether you're taking it to work, to live, or to study abroad, IELTS can make it happen for you. In order to pass the test and to land in your dream destination, you will need to prepare for the IELTS exam, and the British Council Learning Hub is here to make it happen for you through our reliable, high-quality resources to help you become ready for the IELTS.
The second MoneyGram Idol Award was recently held at the Solaire Resort, where 12 OFW families were honored. MoneyGram's key regional leaders and its brand ambassador, actor Robin Padilla, were present during the awarding ceremony.
This is the second year of our MoneyGram Idol Awards. We call MoneyGram Idol Awards Round 2. The concept is based on every recipients here of the OFW families here is also a big hero for the family.
Okay, the MoneyGram Idol Awards we started last year. It's our way of thanking not only yung mga nagpapadala, but those people receiving the money.
The 12 main prize winners received 30,000 pesos in cash and all-expense-paid trip to Manila, where they spent 3 days at the luxury resort. This is MoneyGram's way of honoring overseas Filipino workers who patronize the company through their remittances.
It's our way of giving back to the community also. No? I think it's not, hindi siya pakit ng tao, but it's really coming from the heart, giving back to the community. As you can see, lots of happy faces. Happy but a lot very emotional kasi nga na-touch sila sa mga words ng mga loved ones nila and the awards and everything.
We will be continuing to look for ways to have chances and opportunities to award the hardworking OFW families here. So this year we have also increased the chances for the senders to reunite the families. So we had 2 winners this time from Japan, and also 1 winner from Singapore. So we're looking for actually additional efforts for MoneyGram to give back to the hardworking OFW families here. So both senders and receivers.
I think thank you for supporting MoneyGram all these years. And you can rest assured that MoneyGram is not only about earning money. It's also about giving back to the community. Okay? And we will make sure that we have more programs to benefit the masses. Maraming salamat.
All the trendiest and latest events just for you here on Lifestyle Chronicles. Every week is a new discovery here on our Places segment, and let us see what we have discovered this week. Well, yes, I'm excited to see what I'll put on my next food trip adventure list.
Antipolo is indeed getting to be a foodie's haven as more and more dining destinations await discovery in the city. Well, BNL chose to go up the Antipolo Hills once again and found this latest addition to its dining places. This is 11 Circle Food Hub and Events Place, so called because that is where they are at. They got the name from their address, which is lot number 11, Senator L. Sumudong Memorial Circle. And this is the owner of 11 Circle, Romeo Evangelista, who has been an entrepreneur since 2000, but has only ventured into the food business only now with 11 Circle.
When we thought about this, it's the food business is at its peak. I mean, last year, the trend is going food business, and I was hoping that it's not going to be just a fad. So I ventured on this area, hoping that it would be profitable or it would be a good venture. With our concept, it is a centralized concept. You can see everyone from anywhere, any side of the park. And we have a centralized entertainment for every customer to enjoy.
And that spells the difference between this food park and the many others that came ahead and continue to sprout in the metropolis. Romeo initially thought of the millennials when he decided to put up this food park, but eventually the idea has caught on with others. 11 Circle is fast becoming quite popular in this city.
Most of the comments are, it's very relaxing because of the open concept. And the food, basically, they're coming here for the food. And the bonus would be the entertainment and the ambience of this park. So, medyo nakuha namin yung formula ng ng isang magandang venue. We have 20 stalls for the food concept and 3 stalls for videoke rooms, private videoke rooms. So eventually we will have 3 units for videoke rooms.
Like all other food parks, the tenants are screened well. No 2 stalls should offer the same type of cuisine. In addition, all the food stalls here should offer some type of international menu.
Our price range is from 100 to 300, but that's it. 100, and for the more pricey food, that goes up to 700. That's only for the Samgyeopsal food concept.
The dining area is all of 500 square meters and can accommodate up to 500 diners at any one time. Here is Ms. Joanna Froylan, marketing manager of 11 Circle, to tell us more about their food stalls.
One is the Katsu House. It serves Japanese food like California maki, butabara, wagyu, bento meals.
Check out their butabara, their yakitori meals, and their wagyu, their tonkatsu, their various torikatsus, including this novel Spam Katsu.
We also have the ramen. It serves good ramen. Like their specialty is the seafood ramen, tonkatsu ramen.
Their ramen is of course served piping hot for a very satisfying meal.
We also have Sizzling Shack, serves sisig, pork chop, then burger steak. Then the Wobble Bar serves coffee, frap. Our specialty is the brownie walnut, then cookies and cream. Then we also serve fruit shakes. Like for this season, we serve avocado shake or avocado banana. Then we also serve hot drinks like caramel macchiato.
And now for their Chinese food specialties.
The other stalls is the Sauce and Spices. It serves Chinese food. Their specialty is the siomai, shark's fin, and their pancit is really good.
They also have their Korean outlet, Kimchi Boy, which serves the most expensive meal here at 700 pesos. And this is Pocholos, which serves crisp and crunchy lechon belly, kare-kare, sisig, and dinuguan using lechon belly.
Then Netivo serves Filipino food like tapang taal, laing. Then Macho Nacho serves nachos, tacos, and their specialty is the cheese quesadillas.
Everyone loves nachos, and they have hefty servings of this popular favorite.
Queens of Wings serves chicken buffalo wings, Korean spicy, and Their specialty is the garlic parmesan. And K-Pops is Korean street food that serves odeng, bulgogi, and also gimari. And of course, we also have the micro burger. Their specialty is the AMD burger, and they also serve the cheesy fries and cheese sticks.
That is quite a wide array of choices, but 11 Circle is really not just a food hub. As Mr. Romeo Evangelista, owner of this food park, says, it is 50% food park and 50% events place.
When you go here, you could enjoy music, sports, and just play around with your friends. We're hoping to become a destination, not just a choice. We are hoping to be a destination for food lovers and entertainment lovers. Actually, we have regular lovers guests here because our place is cozy.
If you want to hang out with your friends, we also have the 11 Circle Bar. We're serving different kinds of juices like the iced tea, the blue lemonade, and also we're serving beer. In every bucket, we also have some promos. And we're inviting you guys. Every Monday, we have the R&B night. Then every Tuesday, it's an open mic. So sa mga hilig pong kumanta dyan, pwede pong free po ito. Then every Wednesday, we're searching for the 11th Circle Singing Idol. So that happens every Wednesday. You can come and join us. Then for Thursday, it's a Millennial Night. Come and visit us here at 11th Circle, Food Hub, and Events Place.
That was a rundown of what to expect from 11 Circle on a daily basis, and the place is not even completely finished yet. Open only last March, it is still a work in progress.
Another 2 months will be for a grand opening. Palagpasin ko lang yung siguro by September. Grand opening na.
Parang video room din po yung mga yun. Yung sa taas po.
Yung sa taas would be the lounge, guest lounge. So if we have a celebrity artist, dun sila. Para meron silang resting place. Tapos yun nga. Eto, convertible naman siya sa convertible siya sa lahat ng klaseng events. Even small parties, we could do it here.
Pwede niyo po lang po tanggalin yung mga tables and pwede na po magkaroon ng rave party dito.
Even motorcycle shows. Oo, pwede ma'am. That's the plan with yung Racing Antipolo. They would hold a motorcycle show.
Plus may food na din
Plus may food, yeah.
Dynamic and alive, that is what best describes 11 Circle, so heed Mr. Romeo Evangelista's personal invite.
Hi everyone, we are 11 Circles, Food Hub and Events Place. Please come visit us. Our address is number 11, Senator L. Sumulong Memorial Circle, Antipolo City. Our operating hours is from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Please find our social media accounts. See you here.
More exciting and interesting dining destinations coming your way only here on Places segment. Our segment dedicated to all the firearm enthusiasts is coming up next, right after this short break.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Use your great power with great control. With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Welcome back, and yes, you're still with me, Day, here on Business and Leisure. Here now is Sports Shoot.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sports Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. I'm Butch Gambo. On Sports Shoot this week, we shall have no less than the President and CEO of Armscor Global Defense, Martin Tuason, to present to all our sports shooting enthusiasts a remarkable firearm for you to get to know better and appreciate, the TCM TAC Ultra FS Combo.
Thanks, Butch, and welcome to this week's presentation of Armscor Sports Shoot. So I'm going to go through some products here. I would like to start off with our TAC Ultra. Our TAC Ultra 1911s come in single stack and double stack formations, both in 9mm, 40 caliber, and 22 TCM. It has all the bells and whistles here. Adjustable sights, high visibility fiber optic front sight, full guide rod, full Picatinny rail for even weighting, extended beaver tail, magwell, both in the single stack and double stack versions. G10 grips, special G10s on the double stacks to keep them nice and thin so they fit around any hand. Fully adjustable triggers, combat hammer, ambi safety, everything you can think of in a 1911 and that we would like for the avid shooter that doesn't want to work on their guns, take it to a gunsmith. It's basically all the flavors that you could possibly put on and just get it right out of the box and start shooting. I'm going to show you the power of the TCM 1911 pistol. Basically our 2,000 feet per second, high speed, low recoil round that we invented here in the Philippines, homegrown. And of course it says TCM, the Tuason Craig Magnum. Me and Freddie came up with the idea here in the plant in 2012, and I'd like to show you the power of 2,000 feet per second while we're shooting a watermelon. I hope I have let you know more about the firearm. This is all available in the Philippine market through all our Armscor dealers and our Armscor shooting centers and service center and shooting ranges, Squires Bingham, True Weight, among others out there. We have everybody.
That was the TCM TAC Ultra FS Combo. It comes in caliber 22 TCM or 9mm. It is semi-automatic and recoil-operated with a capacity of 10 rounds plus one. In a 1911 A1 platform, its barrel length is 5 inches with an overall pistol length of 8.5 inches. I'll see you next time when we again put on the spotlight another exciting firearm here on Business and Leisure's Sports Shoot, a regular segment for the gun enthusiast. I'm Butch Gamboa.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Arms Corps Global Defense Incorporated.
Yes, another remarkable firearm here in our Sports Shoot segment. Well, I'm afraid that is all I got this week, but I will be back very soon, so catch us again next time, all right? This has been Damon Sayak. Goodbye for now and see you again next week. Butch!
Thanks, Dave, for this week's Leisure Report. And with that, we end another episode of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.